Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to lesson 153 in history. Let's start with your president's song.
Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Henry, Harrison, Tyler, Polk, and Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce, Buchanan, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant, and Hayes, Garfield, Arthur, Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland, McKinley, Roosevelt, Taft, Wilson, Harding, Coolidge, Hoover, Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, and Clinton, George W. Bush, Obama,
and Trump. All right, boys and girls, you had some homework yesterday on page 221, numbers 27 through 35. Let's go over that. What happened on December 7th, 1941? Good. Pearl Harbor was bombed. And when did the fighting in Europe stop? Remember we called that V-Day? Do you remember what day that was? May 7th, what year? 1945. Very good. What did the United States do that caused Japan to surrender? Do you remember? They dropped the atomic bomb on the two cities. One was called Hiroshima and the other one was Nagasaki. Very good. Okay, number 30. What was formed after World War II to preserve world peace? Good, the United Nations. And has it succeeded in the task? Did they succeed? Did they meet world peace? No, not yet. We're still waiting for that, aren't we? We'll get there soon. What city was divided when communists built a wall? Good, Berlin, the Berlin Wall. What event in 1950 started the Korean War? Oh, that was the communists in North Korea invaded South Korea. Okay, the communists and South Korea. Who fought the North Koreans in Korean War? It was the South and North. They fought each other, as well as the UN sent many troops, right? And where did the soldiers fight? Where did most of the soldiers fighting from the United States, I see. Where did most of the soldiers fighting in North Koreans come from? So that when they're saying how the North Koreans were fighting against the United Nations, most of the United Nations people were made up of United States troops. And what is a truce? We're going to go over that again today. An agreement to stop fighting. And how long did the Korean War last? 3 years. Very good. So we're going to go over the last few questions, but you should have read it for homework. Talking about the Korean War. Remember that after World War II, we split up Korea. The Soviet Union got half, which was communist, and the United States got half, which we decided they were going to be a free country. So they were under Soviet Union's control was North Korea, and South Korea was a free republic under the United States. In 1950, the communists decided they were going to invade Korea. They didn't want them to be free anymore, so they invaded and started a war. The United Nations took over. They sent an army. The United States sent an army to help South Korea. So again, this is between the North and the South Korea. Oh, what happened there? Anyway, a truce. They decided after 3 years of fighting that they were going to make a truce, that they were going to sign this paper saying they no longer are going to fight, which was a good thing. So that's the Korean War in a nutshell. You should have read about that on page 219 and 220. You have a study skill sheet we're going to do today. It looks a little bit like this. And I wanted to go over this with you. So if you can pause the video, grab it out. There's a few questions in here. You're going to do it on your own, but we can do the first couple together. A truce is a promise between two or more countries to fight together against their enemies in a time of war. Is that true or false? It's a promise to fight together? No, it's a promise to stop fighting. That's a false statement. So you're going to circle H, letter H. Both World War I and World War II began with events in Germany. Is that true or false? That's correct. Very good. That's true. So you're going to circle the letter I. Kaiser Wilhelm II was the ruler of Germany during World War I. Is that true or false? Kaiser Wilhelm II. Excellent. That's true. Last one we're going to do together. You're going to finish on your own. America entered World War I immediately when the war began. Is that true or false? Did we enter right away? That's false. We waited. We waited till they decided to provoke us. Remember with the Zimmerman note, that's when we decided to get involved in the war physically. All right, you're going to finish that up and you're going to have a little secret message on the bottom when you finish. Go ahead and post that in Google Classroom when you finish. We are finishing up this chapter. It is now finished. So we're going to do a day or two of review, and then we're going to have a test in lesson 155. So do go back, watch the videos, study the chapter, make some notes, and we will play a short game on Google Classroom next week, and not Google Classroom, I'm sorry, on Google Meet next week so that you can study. But your next video won't be till 156. You guys have a great day, and we will see you back next week. Have a wonderful weekend.